What if I told you that most of your decisions are not actually yours? Every day we believe we are in control of our choices, what we buy, who we trust, what we believe. But deep inside the human mind, hidden forces are constantly shaping our behavior. Invisible psychological mechanisms silently influence how we think, how we feel, and how we act. These forces can make us love someone instantly, trust a stranger, or even destroy our own happiness without realizing it. Psychology has spent decades studying these hidden patterns of the human mind, and today we will uncover some of the most powerful psychological truths about human behavior. Some of them might explain your past, some might explain the people around you, and some might change how you see the world forever. Humans love the idea of control. We like to believe we are rational creatures who make logical decisions. But in reality, our brain uses shortcuts. Psychologists call these shortcuts cognitive biases. They help our brain process information faster, but they also lead us to make mistakes. One famous psychological experiment revealed something shocking. Researchers asked people to choose numbers randomly. Most participants believed their choices were completely free, but when scientists analyzed the results, patterns appeared. The brain was not choosing randomly, it was following hidden preferences. This reveals a powerful truth. The brain often makes decisions before we consciously realize it. In fact, studies show that the subconscious mind can decide several seconds before the conscious mind becomes aware. Which means sometimes your brain already decided and you're just catching up. Humans are deeply social creatures. Thousands of years ago, survival depended on belonging to a group. Being rejected by the tribe could mean death. Because of this, our brain developed an intense sensitivity to social approval. This is why a single negative comment online can hurt more than 10 positive ones. Psychologists call this negativity bias. Our brains pay more attention to threats than rewards. This bias once protected us from danger in the wild, but today it often causes anxiety, self-doubt, and overthinking. Social media has amplified this effect. Every like, comment, and share triggers small bursts of dopamine in the brain. Dopamine is the same chemical involved in addiction, which means many platforms are designed to keep you coming back. Not because you need them, but because your brain craves the reward. Within seconds of meeting someone, your brain forms an impression. And surprisingly, these impressions are extremely difficult to change. Psychologists call this the halo effect. If someone appears confident or attractive, our brain automatically assumes they are intelligent, trustworthy, and capable, even when there is no evidence. This is why first impressions matter so much. Your brain is constantly filling in missing information. It builds a story about people based on very little data, and once the story is created, your brain tries to protect it, even ignoring evidence that proves it wrong. Imagine you're in a room with 10 people. A simple question is asked. 9 people give the same wrong answer. What would you do? In one famous psychological experiment, most participants changed their answer, even when they knew it was wrong. Why? Because humans fear social isolation. The brain interprets disagreement with the group as a threat. So instead of trusting our own judgment, we follow the crowd. This phenomenon is called conformity. It explains many things in society: trends, fashion, political movements, even dangerous decisions. History shows us that entire groups can follow ideas that later seem irrational. Not because individuals are stupid, but because social pressure is incredibly powerful. Many people believe happiness comes from success, more money, more achievements, more recognition. But psychology suggests something surprising. After major positive changes, like winning the lottery, people's happiness usually returns to their previous level. This is called hedonic adaptation. The brain quickly adapts to new circumstances. What once felt amazing becomes normal, and the cycle continues. We chase the next goal, the next reward, the next improvement. But the brain keeps resetting the baseline. This doesn't mean happiness is impossible. It simply means happiness often comes from meaning, relationships, and daily experiences, not just achievements. Have you ever delayed something important, ignored opportunities, or avoided something that could improve your life? This behavior is called self-sabotage, and it's surprisingly common. One reason is fear. Success can bring responsibility. Change can create uncertainty. So the brain chooses safety, even when safety limits growth. Another reason is identity. If someone believes deep down that they are not capable, they may unconsciously act in ways that prove that belief. The mind tries to stay consistent with the story it tells about itself, even if that story is wrong. Belief can dramatically change reality. One powerful example is the placebo effect. In medical studies, some patients receive a fake treatment, but no real medicine. Yet many still experience real improvement. Why? Because the brain believed healing was happening. This belief triggered actual biological changes. Hormones shifted, pain decreased, symptoms improved. The brain is not just observing reality. In many ways, it is shaping it. Most people trust their memories, but memory is not a perfect recording. Every time we remember something, the brain reconstructs it. Small details change. Information is added or removed. Over time, memories become stories. And those stories can be surprisingly inaccurate. Psychologists have even shown that false memories can be created through suggestion. People can become confident about events that never actually happened, which means our past may not always be as clear as we believe. Despite all these psychological mechanisms, humans share one deep desire, meaning people want to feel that their lives matter, that their struggles have purpose, that their actions contribute to something bigger. Research consistently shows that meaning, not pleasures, the strongest predictor of long-term fulfillment. People who feel their lives have purpose report greater resilience, stronger relationships, and better mental health. Meaning can come from many places: helping others, creating something valuable, raising a family, pursuing knowledge. But the common thread is this: meaning connects us to something beyond ourselves. The human mind is one of the most complex systems in the universe. It guides every decision, every emotion, every action. Yet much of its power operates beneath our awareness. Invisible biases influence our thinking. Social pressures shape our behavior, beliefs alter our reality, and memories rewrite our past. Understanding psychology does not give us complete control over the mind, but it does give us something powerful: awareness. And awareness is the first step toward freedom. When we understand how our minds work, we can question our assumptions, challenge our fears, and make more conscious choices. Because in the end, the most important journey is not exploring the world. It is exploring the mind that experiences it. If you enjoyed this documentary, subscribe for more videos exploring the hidden psychology of human behavior.